RFK Jr. in the spotlight today with tough questions he's facing in the Senate hearing and how it will impact the future of public health. Plus, a major shakeup at City Hall in what's already been a roller coaster of a week. We'll bring you the details next. Plus,
just a few days ago, students in Bray High School Fishing Club had zero equipment. I'm Jada Jenkins in Corpus Christi with how the community stepped in to help.
A Bay Area bike shop hit by thieves. I'm Alexis Scott telling you why the owner says this break-in is costing them more than just a few bikes.
And we thank you for joining us. I'm Clara Benitez Cortez. There are more changes taking place at Corpus Christi City Hall. Heather Holbert, a top city official, is resigning amid a tense political climate at City Hall. Councilman Eric Cantu says her resignation is connected to a lawsuit over a hotel project where a rival developer claims the city and developers use misleading flood maps to secure a $2 million taxpayer incentive. But others, including Holbert herself, says the real reason is political pressure and ongoing conflicts within City Council.
It's very difficult to govern when there's uncertainty, and unfortunately this uncertainty is created by the council.
Holbert denies a lawsuit influenced her decision. Her resignation takes effect September 19th. It was a scary morning for a few students at West Oso Elementary School after a parent pulling out of the school parking lot crashed into a school bus. It happened around 7:30 this morning when a parent who was pulling out of the school parking lot had a blood sugar dip and crashed into the moving bus on Cliff Mouse Drive. The bus was filled with about 30 second through 5th graders, and according to the superintendent, no one was seriously injured.
About 6 students that seemed more distressed, and we're saying that their stomach hurt, their head hurt. We're not sure if it was actually even related to the accident, but we're calling all the parents, but we called those particular parents, about 6 parents who picked their child up.
Now, CCPD says one child was taken to Driscoll to get checked out. The parent driving the car was also checked out by paramedics as a precaution.
Owners of this Bay Area business, CC LED and Glow Ride Tours, are asking for the community's help. Recently, their building was broken into and several electric bikes were stolen. I'm Alexis Scott, your Bay Area Neighborhood News reporter, speaking with one of the shop owners about what happened.
We had to replace the glass, of course. They just smashed it until they're able to open and gain entrance.
Edward Martinez, co-owner of CC LED and Glow Ride Tours, is describing how he says thieves broke into his bike shop on North Shoreline Tuesday. And what they took, he says, was worth thousands.
Took our bikes, which are what we use to survive. That's what we use for our business. It's a big blow to us.
The business in the community for more than 4 years is known for its unique glowing bikes and weekly rides, bringing color and energy to downtown and Bay areas of Corpus Christi. But when thieves hit, he says at least 6 newly purchased electric bikes and scooters were taken.
It's devastating, it really is. For a small business, we're just trying to survive like everyone else, and we're doing good for the community as well as the city. It just sucks for something like that to happen to us.
One of the bikes was recovered the next day, and others are still missing. And this isn't the first time. Just a few weeks ago, he says another bike was stolen from the property. Edward tells me he and his business partner aren't going to let this setback stop them from being successful.
People broke in their business, man, I hope you have a better day. I hope you have better ambitions and you do well in life.
Edward Martinez tells me he and his business partner have filed a police report, hoping the police will help them find the stolen e-bikes. They're also asking the community to be on the lookout as well. In the Bay Area, I'm your Neighborhood News reporter, Alexis Scott, KRIS 6 News.
All right, Alexis, thank you. Now, it's been just plain hot the past few days, but will that change soon? For that answer, we're joined by meteorologist Stephanie Lauber. Stephanie, tell us, are we going to get some relief soon?
You know, I'm hoping for it too at this point. We're keeping our fingers crossed, but things look good. The trend continues where the setup we're thinking will arrive this weekend may even arrive a little bit sooner. Let me explain what's going on. I'm showing you a wider view of the radar across the southern U.S. Notice some rain out, well, kind of close to El Paso, but generally near New Mexico, Arizona, and lots of rain out by Florida, Tennessee. None for us here in most of the Lone Star states. So the pattern right now for us continues to be hot dry, slightly less humidity, but we're still feeling plenty of it. There are some changes that are coming on the way. We just have to wait a few more days. Now, as I mentioned, slightly less humid. There's still enough moisture in the air to get a few of those puffy white cumulus clouds out there that hopefully you have found some shade from today. There's a lot of sunshine. It's doing a lot to beef up those temperatures. So let's take a closer look with the Chris 6 Neighborhood Weather Network, powered by Tempest Home Weather Stations in your neighborhood. If you want to win one, listen up. Next week, we'll be giving one away for free. But in the Beeville neighborhood, we're near the century mark, heading down into Kingsville, still feeling those middle to upper 90s. What about in your neighborhood? I'll tell you what to expect ahead.
All right, Stephanie, thank you. In national news, HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is appearing in front of the Senate Finance Committee today. He faced tough questions from both sides of the aisle on his firing of the director of the CDC. In his opening statement, Kennedy said the Trump administration is focused on making Americans healthier. But Oregon Senator Ron Wyden slammed Kennedy's tenure as the head of HHS as marked by chaos, corruption, and higher health care costs. Kennedy spoke more on why change was needed at the CDC.
Change were absolutely necessary adjustments to restore the agency to its role as the world's gold standard public health agency with the central mission of protecting Americans from infectious disease.
Kennedy continued saying that they need bold and new leadership at the CDC. Also in Washington, the National Guard is there to stay at least through December. Right now, there are 950 troops in the nation's capital. And according to a National Guard official, their work orders have been extended through December. While the extension doesn't mean that all 950 D.C. Guard troops now deployed will serve until the end of December, it is a strong indication that their role is not winding down anytime soon. And neighborhood news reporter Jada Jenkins reported last week on Ray High School's fishing team and their struggles with the lack of fishing equipment after the story aired. Neighbors not only stepped up to help, but showed an outpouring of support. That's where we find Jada Jenkins at Marker 37 to share how neighbors are helping out this team. Hello, Jada.
Hey, that's right. So the community definitely came up and stepped in. We have one of our community members here, Leo Harris, who is also the owner of Mafia Fishing Club. Leo, tell me, how did you find out that these students needed help, and why are you so passionate about getting them out there in the water?
Social media was the first place that people started tagging me in the post, and then getting them out in the water, just my faith in God. You know, you have to sit there and be active in the community and actually help the kids, no matter what it is. We have to do it.
Absolutely. And here we also have Jeff Johnson, who's the teacher over the program. Jeff, when I spoke to you before, you said that you were actually putting all of your own personal gear and equipment out there for the students to use. And now with all of these donations coming in, pouring in, the overwhelming support from the community, you gave me a big number. How many students are being helped now with all these donations?
Well, with what I've been promised, we have probably about 200 kits that we can be able to use to take the kids fishing in over the next school year. And I'm hoping that number is going to grow so we can have 300 or 400 kids out fishing at one time.
Hundreds of students. So you mean to tell me we went from 0 pieces of equipment to now over hundreds of students being able to be helped?
Yes, ma'am. We can, with what was been promised, we can probably outfit 200 or 300 students by the time everything's finished.
All right. That's amazing. And I'm sure the students are really excited for that.
Many of them are very excited about it. Yes, I can't wait for I can't wait for the first trip when we take everybody out, have 10 buses lined up in the alleyway just so we can take kids fishing.
And Leo, how do you feel knowing that you're a part of this program to help these students in this initiative?
It's all about the city. It's always about the city first, always. That's how you can put it. Can't say nothing else better. It's the city.
And you're from here?
I grew up here, yes ma'am. I've been here since I was about 15 years old, so I'm basically Corpus.
And that's absolutely amazing. We have all of these community support and these community members, the students who are over here being able to use these products. Here it is, all because of you and your support. I'm Jada Jenkins in Corpus Christi with Chris 6 News.
September is Suicide Prevention Month, and Calallen ISD is working to help save lives. I'm Tyrese Boone in Calallen, learning how experts and educators are partnering to help protect students.
You're watching Chris 6, part of the Scripps News Group.
I'm Tyrese Boone, your Calallen neighborhood news reporter. The Texas Department of State Health Services tracks suicide as the second leading cause of death for Texas youth. So, Calallen ISD launched a mental health and awareness series to help students and teachers recognize the warning signs and save lives. Suicide is a reality that hits close to home for many in the Coastal Bend, including this man who asked us not to show his face.
Society labeled me a victim when it came to abuse and what I went through as a kid, the trauma that I experienced, the PTSD that I have. But I'm someone who came forth. How many of those people kept it closed, kept it within?
To help break the silence, Cal Allen ISD launched a new mental health and awareness series. Experts are teaching parents, teachers, and students to recognize the warning signs.
Mood and behavior are usually the best warning signs that a parent, a teacher, a school counselor, anybody who knows the child, that's something that you're going to see.
The message: knowledge is power, and having these tools can mean the difference between life and death.
When you don't know, how are you going to help? So would you rather have the knowledge and know how to help your child, or not have the knowledge and hope that your child is going to overcome this one day? When people don't overcome trauma.
Sometimes the toughest struggles are the ones we can't see. But with this series, Cal Allen is sending a message. Help is out there, and lives can be saved. The district plans to hold the Mental Health and Awareness event monthly to help inspire more dialogue. In Cal Allen, I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Tyrese Boone, Chris 6 News.
All right, Tyrese, thank you. And if you or a loved one is experiencing a crisis, there is help available. You can call or text 988 to connect with a trained crisis counselor. The line provides 24/7 confidential support to anyone who is in a suicidal crisis or emotional distress. You can also call or chat online with them at lifeline.org. There's also a veterans crisis hotline. Call 988, then press 1. You can also call 838-255. Now, and just a heads up, our 6 p.m. newscast will be on 6 Plus on our YouTube channel and ChrisTV.com tonight due to football. We hope to see you all then.
And maybe you're heading out to a high school football game tonight. Well, maybe you're heading home right now. Wherever you're going, this is the view along SPID. A lot of cars out there and busy bees trying to get home. So thankfully, we see movement. Let's see if we have any sluggish parts along the commute. Right now, not looking too bad for the approach to the crosstown from 37, about typical for this time, but there are some slowdowns approaching the northern extent of SPID. And where these two major highways start to intersect, we're kind of sluggish as SPID makes that intersection at the crosstown. So anticipate some slowdowns there. Also, the usual bad actors. Weber is a busy one, as is Staples. So as you head out, make sure you stay safe and you drive safe. I've got your forecast right after this break. All right, hot and sunny. Will that change? Man, after today's second day in a row hitting 100 degrees in Corpus Christi, yes, thankfully there is some relief on the way. However, the relief isn't so much, hey, we're finally knocking down these hot temperatures. The relief really is that we can start to chip away at this number. Our rainfall deficit, Corpus Christi, has now grown with another rainless day in the books to 6.3, behind for the year. We only get just under 32 inches for the whole year. So to be behind by 6 inches actually is pretty significant. And I think we've got a chance to catch up on it as we head into the beginning of next week. That starts this weekend. So if you're already trying to make those weekend plans, you'll want to listen up. Right now, we are in a different kind of weather pattern, one that's a little less humid. Dew point temperatures help us understand that. We're used to seeing 70s across this entire map. Now we're getting a little bit of a break where we've got some muggy and arguably even comfortable conditions outdoors. Comfort in terms of humidity, but not the heat. In Beeville, where our lowest dew point temperature stands, 101. Still feeling pretty hot out there, feeling like the upper 90s with the breeze helping to cool things off. 105 in George West feels like 106, so fairly true to temperature. Inland, where we're more dry, along the coast, a little less exaggerated for that feels like temperature. But as we head through the next couple of hours, here's what to expect if you're heading out for high school football tonight. Shorts and t-shirt, and don't forget the bug spray too. Temperatures will be coming down to the middle 80s for much of this evening. Winds will be out there, but they'll be dialing back as we head past midnight and into the overnight. So for the start of tomorrow morning, a couple clouds out there, middle to upper 70s, and generally light winds. Still coming from that warm south direction. Here's how the big weather picture has evolved a little bit. We've got a big blue H overhead, hard to see with the water there, but yep, that's why we don't have any rain in the forecast right now. But look at what's coming around the river bend, the Red River Valley bend, so to speak. A front will be making its way to Texas, and it's a 1-2 punch. We've got a front on the way and some help upstairs in the atmosphere from a weather system all the way in the eastern Pacific. Lorena is starting to near land, and we're going to take some moisture from that for upstairs in the atmosphere. Of course, we always have moisture here. We're on the coast, lots of humidity, so a lot of water in the air and a front to help bring it out. That's our setup as we head on into the weekend. But that's not the only tropical system we're watching out that way. Into the Atlantic, an area of interest off the coast of Africa is one that we'll be watching. Mind you, this is still several days away before we can even start to really pay attention to it, but just so it's on your radar, it's out there. Next name on the list, which I think that one has a good chance of taking, is Gabrielle. So we'll continue to monitor, but right now we are focusing on the rain chances that start this weekend, beginning later on Saturday and continuing through at least Monday. Some good chances of scattered showers and thunderstorms across our neighborhoods, taking our temps to the upper 80s.
Well, tariffs are shaking up the global economy and are now having an impact on products made in the U.S. We'll share what those effects are next.
You're watching KRIS 6, part of the Scripps News Group.
Welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Tariffs continue to ripple through the global economy, causing wild swings in the United States trade markets as consumers and businesses adjust to new reality. Scripps News Group's Katia Tubman has a look at their impact on international trade and products made in America.
America's trade deficit widening in July, ballooning to more than $78 billion, up 32.5% from the month before, according to new federal data out Thursday. America's imports and exports imbalance comes as President Trump's tariffs continue to ripple through the global economy, despite the president imposing the tariffs in part to bring down the trade deficit.
In short, chronic trade deficits are no longer merely an economic problem. They're a national emergency that threatens our security and our very way of life.
The latest figures show U.S. imports were up nearly 6% in July as American consumers and businesses rushed to stock up on goods ahead of the new set of August tariffs.
Well, I think people just want prices to not be high, and I'm trying to do that as best as I can, but I've been forced to raise my prices about 20% because of these tariffs.
For small business owners like David Levi, the tariffs have already impacted operations. Levi is a plaintiff in a case challenging the legality of President Trump's tariffs and says tariffs have made it harder for him to sell his product abroad.
Because I do my final production here in America, I have to import the parts, get tariffed on those parts, and then send those parts assembled out. So that actually makes me a lot less competitive.
Tariffs may also be hurting U.S. products abroad by diminishing the Made in the USA brand, according to marketing expert Professor Dana Olson.
Tariffs have impacted American brands globally in a big way.
The global average favorability rating of the U.S. has been in negative territory since April, according to a Morning Consult survey. Katia Tubman, Scripps News Group, New York.
Well, sticking with tariffs, President Trump is asking the Supreme Court to step in and overturn a lower court ruling. That ruling found his administration acted unlawfully by imposing many of his sweeping import taxes. The case once again raises fundamental questions about the court, about a president's power to act unilaterally and without explicit authority from Congress. The ruling is not set to go into effect until October, so the Supreme Court does have time to act. Well, bigger, better, billion? The Powerball is still on, and so are we. We'll show you just how high it's gotten and your options if you're the lucky winner.